All right, welcome to the fifth ever ChadCast with OG Biggie Cheese Blayre Fallon. This is his city.
Indeed.
Blayre, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. Other people in the call today are Bandit and Berm. So
Brim.
this Brim, Poetry Man, Brim, Yankee with no brim.
And of course, Bandit, who's jacking off as we speak.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what the clapping noise is. Oh, and he's gone. Must have finished.
All right. Let's start off with the question I ask every AFE member who comes on this podcast. Blayre, how did you find AFE?
Through CSA. We were allied, so I joined them. It's pretty straightforward. How'd you find it?
Oh, that's actually a good question. So I was I was rating the CSA for it because my friend was on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Hey, what's this? This looks pretty cool." And well, everyone on the Raider team, so I was like, "Hey, might as well just join the good side." But then I
That sounds
realized
cool.
that CSA was deleted, so I started doing some digging and found out that AFE and RM were their former allies. And I picked the smaller one because I thought it'd be easier to rank up in the smaller one. But then,
I mean, to be fair, it is. I mean, if you've ever been in RM, you know. I mean, either way, it's easier to rank up in an AFE than it is RM, objectively speaking.
Yeah.
AFD is kind of like a game.
It's not even like because of the size, it's just because of the leadership styles, what they prefer.
I mean, it's like you get promoted pretty fast, but then you get stuck at a certain rank.
Yeah, with RM, you're just sort of there slowly, unless you do really good. So that's why
Dude,
their more high ranked soldiers are pretty good.
I was
Yeah,
only
like
a
I
Furier
started slowing down in my rank as well.
Yeah, I was a sold
Like I've been a
at
captain
for like
8
a month.
months.
I mean, I can't really sympathize with that. I rose through the ranks pretty quickly, if not to toot my own horn.
I mean, I guess I could say the same about myself. Like, not as fast as most people. No, probably faster than most people, to be honest.
I think I
what's
got
your rank?
sergeant major by
And a
November.
sergeant in 5-6 months. That's pretty epic.
I forget BRM. Do you remember how long it took me to get like sergeant chief? Because I wasn't sergeant very long, to my memory.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
It's pretty quick.
I don't have like a lot of memory. It may have taken you about 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, I was about to say it didn't take me very long. But to be fair, I was already an officer in CSA by the time, so
When I'd be promoted as an LR, I believe it took me like 1 month each time to be promoted. And then once I got to sergeant major, it took me like 2 months to get to the adjutant rank.
Yeah. Then you were there for a while, and then the rest is history.
Yep.
Well, anyway, that leads me to the next question, Blayre. What was being an officer in CSA like?
It was pretty good. You know, we get a lot of, since CSA was pretty large and it had a pop, and its games were pretty popular, that meant it had attracted a lot of people to join. And if you know anything about Roblox and the people who play it, the fact that we had a lot of people join meant we also had a lot of dumb people join. So it was always pretty funny to see these retarded low ranks during training. So,
And would you say your training style has changed a lot, or?
not really. I mean, I'd probably say I got slightly more relaxed since AFE's trainings are no longer as bad as they used to be.
Yeah, when you used to call everyone brain dead.
I mean, I still do, but you know, it's neither here nor there.
Like there's a few that are brain dead.
Oh yeah. Plus, it's just fun either way. It's entertainment for me. It's the main reason why I did it anyway.
Rim, you sadly haven't seen the newest podcast, but they mention a lot about you.
Who?
Rim.
Of course, I'll be mentioned.
It's actually pretty negative. You're not gonna like it.
Who mentions BRM a lot?
Anders, John, and Slim.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Mainly
yeah, I have my
Slim.
very autistic past.
Yeah.
All right.
When I first met BRM, not gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest fan. But now I'm his number one
I was
fan.
kind of like very autistic.
But now I'm his number one fan.
I would post very unfunny memes.
Also, was it you that everyone that like posted a epileptic meme?
Yeah, and I'm still on not punishment today.
Yeah, I think it's pretty bad when everyone was gunning for you, so they like immediately hopped on that as an opportunity. There's a similar situation like that in CSA. Although this dude was like away where it's like I don't care how bad anyone says BRM used to be, like the dude I'm about to talk about, 100 times worse. I don't even remember his name, but like he was essentially a 12-year-old neo-Nazi. Like I don't think he was 12 years old. I think he was like slightly older, but you get what I mean. He's like an edgy neo-Nazi, extremely stupid. He like even to the point where Kevin hated him because he felt he misrepresented the ideology. If you can.
Well, you got to think at first.
So, but like,
everyone
listen,
was like hopping on the bandwagon against Blackheart at first.
I mean, I still did that because it was just funny. But yeah, this guy, I forgot what his name is.
I got bandwagoned, and then officially ended when I actually proved to everyone I actually am good.
Yeah. But anyway, this guy, I don't remember his name, but essentially everyone hated him because he was extremely stupid, pretty toxic, and nobody liked him. But then one day, where I believe he said earlier that there was a storm in his area, his internet was getting really shitty. So in the Discord, it was sort of like getting into an argument level. It looked like he was just starting to like spam sentences and whatnot. So everyone used it as an excuse to immediately start asking Omega to like ban him. And since Omega was already done with this guy's shit, he did and banned him from the Discord. I don't remember if he exiled him, but I'm pretty sure he did. Also, and looking back on it, because even he said this at the time before he got banned, what was probably happening was he was trying to send a message and it wouldn't send because of his internet. So he kept on typing new sentences. So it looked like he was spamming, but he wasn't. But kind of goes to show how much everyone hated that guy.
All right, Blayre, we're going to get into the government side of AFE since you've pretty much been the only person that has represented the government.
I'm the greatest.
Okay. So first I'm going to ask any interesting stories from like the creation or just like your running time, like any stupid senators besides Venice?
Venice was to be honest, I only got Venice kicked out because I was pissed off that they would waste my time was getting more wasted.
Created a pretty stupid party.
What did Venice even do?
Or at least tried to.
It's like for some reason Kraken was trying to run out the time in a meeting just because it wasn't that long. So he let senators speak on stuff, and essentially what Venice did was they went on an extremely long ramble about why we should recruit at GRP for whatever reason.
GRP is a bad place to recruit.
So I didn't like them, and then like they tried to defend what they were saying, and then they said, and also I think earlier in the day Jamie had proposed the same idea, not as a law or anything, but just like proposed it. So Venice like said that he ripped off her idea. I don't know, and then they went out, and then they went on this like long rant saying that they weren't a trap.
Venice is
actually.
Yeah, they're like 12 years old or something. Venice. Yeah, it's like some 11-year-old dude or something. I knew it was a trap the very moment that they had to go out of their way and say, "I'm not a trap." Like, pretty obvious. But, like, I don't know who they were fooling when they went out of their way to say that.
Well, Blayre, since I'm not running against you again,
or at least not. Well, yeah, because I'll be done after December.
What do you think I could have improved on in the last election?
Like you mean debate-wise?
Yeah, just like
I don't know, because I don't know who you'd be debating in the future. I guess just watch out for verbal traps, because that's mainly what I kept doing. I kept taking advantage of the fact that you probably weren't paying attention, and then I win the argument by doing that.
Plus, nobody knows how it's gonna go for once when Blayre leaves.
The only
Yeah. I mean,
don't
I know.
know
I have a good idea of how it's going to go because I'm probably going to introduce these reforms to the Senate that Omega was suggesting after the next election. So the Senate will probably be set up to a different place. Like there will still be parties and whatnot, but it won't be. But there won't be the risk of someone incompetently running it.
So, do you think your party will maintain office with them leading it?
But, well, I don't know if Emin will lead it. I think that he will because he seems confident enough. But I'm probably going to leave it up to a Discord vote just to see what everyone thinks. Or I'll probably make it more of a poll than an actual election just to get everyone's feel of it. So if Emin keeps doing a good job and he gets the majority of the poll vote, then I'll probably keep him. But yeah, he'll probably do a good job.
What do we get?
Oh, what?
What's a hat?
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you, bro. What was that?
I got money for just staying here.
Oh, we're talking about Conquerors, all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so if NN doesn't do good, then like I said, in those reforms that I'm going to pass after the December election, it'll be set up that Kraken could just choose someone, or we also have other people who have experience, like BRN has experience.
I'm also taking a debate class as well.
Nice. So it'll be in good hands. I don't know if the NPF will stay around, but plus there are other people interested in politics, like Malachi and That Amazing are getting their integralist party up and running, like Quat de Few, or however that's pronounced. It's essentially just across the fire.
I don't know how good Mal is at debating.
I mean, it's not about debate. It's about actually making sure the government itself runs functionally. That's why most of my arguments were just, for lack of a better term, calling you incompetent and saying that I was better for the Senate.
That was literally 80% of your argument.
Yep, and you didn't, and no offense, but you didn't really do that good of a job at combating it.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the social part of life. Do you have any interesting stories from public school?
None that I can think of at the moment. Let's see. I mean, I know there was when I had when I sort of borderline threatened to sue my school if they didn't let me wear a Confederate flag face mask. So, because legally speaking, they could ban me from wearing it, but using legal precedents, they would need to prove and to prove that there would be physical altercations or other disturbances if I were to wear it, which there isn't any proof of because nothing like that has happened at my school. Also, I showed up with a bunch of my friends who are racial minorities, so kind of helped the argument. Pulled that card of the Democrat book. Yeah, other than that, I'd say the only real interesting stuff is
all right, Blayre,
making the Blayre Fallon
I hear that you were
experience.
planning on going into the military.
I mean, I already am in the military. Technically speaking, I'm in the reserves because I already took the oath of enlistment.
Say again.
The thing is, with my disability, I cannot join the military at all.
Yeah. Although it's somewhat surprising because I know there have been some people who've gotten in with disabilities, but I don't know about yours specifically. But yeah, Xander, I already took the oath of enlistment, so until I go to basic training and AIT, I'm technically in the reserves. So
you're in the reserves?
Technically, because I'm on a delayed enlistment program, because I'm still in high school and only 17.
Yeah, so the recruiters came by, like, in 9th grade. This one scrawny kid. This one, like, there were kids literally, like, daring kids to join the military.
Nice.
And they were actually doing it, like, so they had a bunch of, like, hats and stuff, like, that would, like, make you want to join. So Sometimes when the recruiters came, they just give you the hats, like they don't care. They're supposed to get rid of them anyway.
Yeah, because I know that
Other times they'd be like, you only get stuff off the table if you sign up, and then kids were like signing up just to get stuff off the table, thinking that they can cancel it. Which I mean, like,
yeah, because I was about to say they need the parental consent in order to sign
Yeah,
up
they need-
kids that young.
yeah. So this one kid named Zach, he's like scrawny. I'm pretty sure he's mental. I don't think he would like pass the first part, anything.
Nice.
And the Navy came one time, and they were like, "Hey, if you can do 10 pull-ups, we'll give you a T-shirt." Fucking did it. Got a
Got
T-shirt,
all the
guys.
Navy. Oh yeah, whenever I was at MEPS, everyone just kept shitting on the Air Force. It's pretty funny.
I was thinking of joining the Navy. Not gonna lie.
It's all right, but I think we both know what branch is the superior branch.
Probably the Marines.
I think you mean the Army.
No.
You know what branch
My
is
family from
surprisingly
the
extremely
Navy.
hard to perform in, or has a
Okay.
hard basic training, I should say. The Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Like the only basic training that's harder than Coast Guard is probably the Marine. That's about it.
Yeah. My mom's ex-husband tried to join the Marines, and he flunked out of basic training.
It's because he didn't want to eat crowns, guaranteed.
No, dude, he refused to do the water test. Like,
Fuck you mean what? Do you mean he refused? Did he not? Wait, what was the water test?
he refused to do the 2 minutes underwater, like where they chain you up and you gotta like.
Why?
I don't know. He's a fucking idiot. He's a stoner too.
Don't know why
Pretty
he
sure
joined the Marines. Should have became a ground pounder, bro.
He's a fucking idiot, dude.
Sounds like it.
All right, on to the next part. We have a question from one of our AFE members, Rob Invictus. He said, "Why is Blayre so hot? What's your thoughts?"
I'm simply too perfect. I'm just the perfect officer, the perfect AFE soldier, the perfect Richmond Pack soldier, I dare say. So obviously,
And one of the most
I'm just
decorated
too
ones.
perfect. Yeah, I'm just too perfect. Also, it might be from the copious amounts of peach mango V8 that I consume.
Probably.
Yeah, so that's probably why.
All right. Well, Blayre, do you have any plans of just retiring from the pack soon?
I have no clue. I mean, I'm going to stay active and whatnot because I'll probably retire from AFE after the April. I think it's April that the next election is. After December, at least. I'll probably retire from AFE after then, and then I'll keep going in EBI until like maybe a few week or so before I go to basic. In which case, I'll retire from there. Sadly, I mean, I'll still be keeping in contact with everyone that I can. But yeah,
Just how like Anders is.
yeah. Yeah, going
You
to
just won't
playing
have
Oklahoma.
contact for 6 weeks.
Yep. Well, I mean,
So, what is your?
I know technically they, depending on who's running the basic training, that they sometimes let people have access to their phones like after the 4th week mark, but
Yeah.
not that common.
Like, what are you trying to? What job are you trying to get in the military?
I signed up for the intelligence analyst MLS. So
Can you explain a little bit on what they do?
can't really elaborate on what specifically they do because haven't done the job yet. I mean, I know I need security clearance to get it, so it's that.
So you're going for the big job.
Yeah, I mean, I could, depending on how long I'm in there and how good I do or what job specifically I do, I could get a career in the CIA going after my military service is up. But again, it just depends.
So how did you spend your childhood? Oh, I played Roblox. Perfect for the CIA kid.
Sir, do you have any extensive combat experience? Well, actually, I played Conan Forces on Roblox. I'm actually pretty skilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already been commissioned to lieutenant colonel because my Phantom Forces experience.
Yeah. Like, hey, not to brag or anything, but I'm only a colonel in this army because of my counter blocks experience.
Sir, I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually a major in the Empire of the British Isles group on Roblox. Yeah, that's right. I know
Kiss
it's the Mega Invictus.
I'm actually a sergeant in AFE, so kiss my feet.
Sir, I don't know if you know this, but I actually run the government in AFE. You can give me my promotion now.
Oh, sir, I didn't know if you know this, but yeah, I ran against Blayre and got almost a third of the vote. So yeah, I think I'm good enough. I think I'm good enough for Mayor Chow.
If Stacey Abrams can lose and somehow be called the legitimate governor of Georgia, then surely you can't do that badly either. That woman is so stupid. Like if the governor election in Georgia was rigged, then the voter turnout wouldn't have been so high. Would have been manipulated to be lower. People are just
all right. Well, I'm kind of out of questions. So Blayre, do you have any questions for me?
What are your long-term goals in AFE? How long do you think you're going to be in here?
Probably until I don't know. It depends. If I get another computer for Christmas, I'll stay. If not, I'll probably leave.
Nah, man, you can just keep running your system and just keep running Roblox on the shitty computer. You'll be like the next Flower Invictus, the man who would lag kill from across the arena.
Dude,
have you seen that video?
My lag is just at the point where I can't like they can kill me before I even move.
Have you seen that video though?
No.
Give me one moment.
I think it was last raid I was doing so well in.
Dude, my only real skill in AFE is my shooting, but I can't really do it with all the lag because people will bounce around everywhere, so I can't actually pinpoint their location. Plus, shooting in AFE is the easiest thing in the world. It's literally just a point-click adventure game.
Okay, I don't remember if Has Invictus. I'm pretty sure Has. Okay, so Flower used to be called Has Invictus before he changed his username for some reason. So let me DM you this video real quick. You can go ahead and watch it. It's only 15 seconds long. It's pretty good.
Was it the one where Flower defeats Omega?
No, it's way funnier than that.
Has Invictus the Lagmaster strikes again.
And I did see that video.
I'll link it to you too.
I have to open a new tab. That sucks. Let's see what this amazing Lagmaster. So Blayre, I tried to join raid on.
You try to join what?
On my laptop.
Yeah, what you try to join on your laptop?
Omega literally told me to leave because my computer was too laggy.
Yeah, it might have been.
I tried to join the PR,
affecting things.
The Saturday PR, and when I was walking to get in line, Omega literally said, get a better computer or leave.
I'm pretty sure there's probably a valid reason for that. I mean, to be fair, I think once I was in a server and someone's computer was extremely laggy, and then the next thing I know, the server just crashed. So, plus, I mean, you know how.
That's fucking great.
I know. You need to show that clip of the video in your podcast, just so everyone knows what we're talking about, or at least link it in the description. But yeah, it was trying to think. So yeah, plus you know how community raids are; they're extremely laggy. So it might have been for the better that you were. No offense, saying.
And then I tried to join AFE training, but I walked half the speed of everyone else, and I died in the first round of sword fight training.
And didn't you say that I said something about you?
What?
Did I say something about you? Like I remember you
Oh
said.
yeah, when I was lagging, you were like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I mean, if I saw something like that in real life, that would probably be my reaction too.
Kids, no, like people were breaking PTS to address my lag.
It was worth it.
PTS? Hey, Xander's lagging.
What a retard. PTS, Sanders swagging. Yeah, let me ask for permission to speak just so I can instantly break it. Genius. Some people are just retarded.
But yeah, my long-term goals are probably to get like at least to like Junland. Then if I can retire like a couple months after I reach a Junland. So like Kraken can promote me to officer so I can like just chill as a retired officer.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to stay in the officer channel as a retired because I don't know if I technically qualify as a retired officer because technically adjutant is just a.
I mean, if you retire, he'll probably like promote you and then let you.
Maybe I don't know.
Like, isn't that
he did that to Jamie, but that wasn't really a technical thing. That was just sort of an honor thing. So had he not done that for Jamie, Jamie still would have been in the officer channel as a retired officer because he was a. What was he again? When he a lieutenant colonel before he got a promotion?
Oh, he was a major.
Major. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. It goes from major to colonel, right?
Major to lieutenant colonel.
Oh, so was he promoted to lieutenant colonel?
I think for his like as his final gift.
I thought he was promoted to colonel. My bad. Let me see real quick.
All right, so
like I can even show you the audit logs.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so yeah, it was to lieutenant colonel. All right, because I thought he. So yeah, I thought he got promoted. I could have sworn I thought he got promoted to colonel. Like I thought he was already a lieutenant colonel, but I guess not.
Yeah, I remember that time where AFE had like a free ranking problem, and I stopped Kraken from putting Jamie as a second lieutenant. So we kept him as an adjutant.
Yeah,
because I didn't want AFE to look even more bad as it was.
It's cause, I mean, no offense to Kraken, like it wasn't entirely uncalled for, but he legit just kept free ranking people who unretired.
Like Calvin got lieutenant back, Anders got colonel rank.
Genius. I mean, wasn't that bad.
They eventually retired again.
Yeah, so
it doesn't really matter now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, it was pretty dumb at the time. Not that I have anything against those people. It's just that it's kind of dumb, but it didn't really do any harm in the long run because it didn't matter.
I'm gonna ask the final question since I don't want this to like be a huge.
Also, let me say my long-term goals. So my long-term goals, I plan to be for my rank goal is like to become a brigadier general. Nice. I don't want to become a marshal.
I would become marshal if I had more time. That's why.
But I feel like this day in AFE, maybe I can do another 3 years.
Maybe.
Like probably. I don't know.
My goal is to be the emperor. So go big or go home.
How old are you?
I am 16.
I'm 16 as well.
Kraken is 16.
Yeah, I don't think your chances are that great, Chief. No offense.
I'll be 17 here in about 2 months.
Well, all right. So we're gonna conclude this podcast with a question. Blayre, how'd you think of your? Wait, fuck, no, fuck. Forgot your real name's Blayre. I was about to be like, why? How did you think of your username? That would have been the stupidest question ever.
Yeah, it took me so long to figure that one out.
Wait, all right. So why did you put the number 5? Is 1, through 4 were taken or something?
No, I just like the number 5. I consider it my lucky number.
All right. All right. Do you have anything you want to say or shout out or like tell someone?
Go check out the Blayre Fallon Experience on YouTube. It's the greatest podcast of all time.
Yeah, I'll link it in the description. Brim,
Yeah.
Yankee with the brim. You got anything you want to say or shout out?
Whoa, Yankee with no brim.
Where's my paycheck?
All right, Kraken, you heard the man. You better start paying him. All right, that's going to conclude the podcast. Blayre, thank you for coming.
No problem. I'll be sure to do it again sometime.
All right, yeah, and you better let me on the Blayre Fallon Experience.
One of these days.
Yep. And Brim, thank you for coming.
Sure thing.
Yeah, hope to see you on it again. All right, thank you. Tune in next week for the Hexagony podcast.
And don't forget to be Blayre.
Don't forget to praise Blayre. Put a statue of him at the government building. I didn't hear that.
Yes,
from you.
I've been asking Kraken to do that for the longest time. Giant bronze statue of me in front of government building needs to happen. Hashtag Blayre statue 2020.
All right. Peace.